guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'll bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the playoff-bound Cincinnati Reds, which starts tomorrow. I can't wait. Now, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, if you found the show, I appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I am up to 648 subscribers. That is awesome. Let's keep it rolling, trying to get it to 700 as fast as we can. Okay, as I said, first time in 7 years. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long 7-year drought for the Reds being in the playoffs. But it starts tomorrow, 12 o'clock on ESPN. Like I said, it'll be the first time they've been in the playoffs for 7 years. The pitching matchup will be Trevor Bauer, who should be the NL Cy Young Award winner, in my opinion, with his 1.73 ERA versus the Braves' Max Frieder. Fryer, I always mess. I wish I was better at names, but I'm not. But his ERA is 2.25. Now, Bauer has worked 6 or more innings in 10 of his last 11 starts. Now, that's interesting because I was just watching the Houston Astros game here before it went on, and they took Zach Greinke out pretty quick, which is very surprising for Dusty Baker because, as you know, as Reds fans, he doesn't take his starters out very much. Bauer, he's not coming out. He's probably pitching at least 6 tomorrow, at least. All right. Now, the Reds are going into the playoffs hot. They have won 11 out of their last 14 games. Now, Max Frieder is a left-hander, so David Bell, most likely, will do a mostly right-handed batting lineup because that's what David does, which I'm not saying it's bad, not saying it's good. It's what he usually does. Now, as we know, the Reds rely on the home run, to me, way too much, but it's worked out so far this year. They lead the major leagues with 61.1% of their runs coming from the long ball. The difference about the long balls that they're hitting here lately is their guys on base. That's a huge difference than, hitting, solo shots. So anyway, that's, to me, that's the biggest difference in the offense than what it was at the beginning of the year. And as always, you guys get any questions or comments, go ahead and hit me up, and I will get them up there as fast as I can. I got one here from Jeremy. Do you know the pitching lineup for the first 2 and 3 games? Well, I know for the Reds, it's Castillo and Gray are going the second and third game. I have not looked up the Braves starters yet, so I don't know that one offhand. Sorry, Jeremy. That's my boy, Jeremy. We were on Bengals Nation yesterday. So I got this show live streaming on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, and on Reds Country. So if you guys are on Reds Country, what's up, guys? All right. Now, the Braves. This would be the first time the Braves have faced Bauer since he made his debut on August 3rd, 2019. Now, last time they faced him, Bauer only lasted 4 innings, like 4 2/3 or something like that. This is a completely different Trevor Bauer than they saw last year. And I know they know that. So it's not even close to the same guy as last year. Now, Freddie Freeman for the Braves, who most likely, I think, could be the NL MVP, has the MLB's best OPS at 1.228 against right-handed batters. So that's pretty tough there for Bauer. But dude, the way Bauer's pitching, I think he's going to be fine. But I might be overconfident. But man, when was the last time the Reds had a pitching staff like this? I don't ever remember them having 3 starters this good. Even the 1990 Reds starting pitching staff, they had 2 really good ones in Jose Urias and Tom Browning. The other ones were okay. We got 3 dominant starting pitchers. So I think this is the best pitching rotation that the Reds have ever had. So we got some more comments here. Go Reds. Exactly. Go Reds. Can't wait. I'm very excited about tomorrow. And then here we go. Woo, go Reds. That's all I'm talking about. Lots of people are excited about the Reds. All right. Now, the Braves pitcher, Max Fried. He's going to be fried because we're going to fry him. Hasn't completed more than 5 innings in any start since August 26th. Now, the Braves bullpen kind of got taxed the other day. I think their starter left early. So this could be good. You know, if he doesn't pitch more than 5 innings and getting that bullpen early, could be good for the Reds. But the Braves have a left-handed, or excuse me, the Braves bullpen, left-handed batters are only batting 190 against the Braves left-handed reliever, Will Smith. So we don't want to face him, which I'm sure we will, but he's probably one of the best relievers coming out of their pen. But the interesting and good part for the Reds is, like I said, we hit a lot of home runs. 7 of his 11 hits he has allowed have been home runs. All right, we got some more questions here. Let's see here. Jeremy, what you got? Oh, that's Landon. Sorry, Landon. Why are they playing at a weird time tomorrow? Well, because they're 25 freaking playoff games. I mean, I think there's 6 today. Like today's all the American League, and tomorrow's all the National League. They've got 16 teams in the playoffs. So they're just playing. So, Jeremy, never. This is the best. Yeah, the pitching staff. Yeah, I think this is the best pitching staff the Reds have ever had. I mean, as far as those starting 3 go. Patrick, do you think we can get past the second round? The second round, it depends on who we play. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty confident about getting past this first round here against the Braves. I mean, the Braves are no joke. I mean, it's not like we're going to roll over them. At least I hope we do, but I don't know. Let's see here. Jim. Will Dusty send in a roll chat? Yeah. I still get so upset about that. Why would you leave Matt Latos in when you had Aroldis Chapman in the bullpen? Anyway, that's 2012 playoff. Jim, you're bringing up bad memories for me, sir. I'm trying to be positive. All right, Jeremy, what you got here? Let's see. What's your prediction for the series, or do we not get a prediction yet? I haven't thought that far yet, to be honest, because you and me were doing the Bengals show yesterday, so I just started doing some research on the Reds. I mean, honestly, with the pitching, the 3 starters we have, I mean, we could sweep them. I mean, that's a very big possibility. I hope we do, but I mean, even if we don't, you still got Malley, you can come back and pitch number 4. Then you can bring back Bauer in game 5 or Disco. So, I mean, I think the Reds have a very, very good chance of winning and getting past this first round. Like I said, second round depends on who we play in the matchups. Oh, wait, sorry. This one. Jeremy, you're blowing up fast. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. That was the last playoff memory I had. Well, that wasn't even the last playoff. The last playoff was when we got swept. Well, not swept. We in the 1-game playoff against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, yeah, so that was the last playoff we had. I think it's going to be only a 3-game series. Hey, that works for me. I mean, it's a 5-game series, but if they win in 3, that's awesome. That sounds good. And what time's the game tomorrow? Game tomorrow is at 12 o'clock. It is on ESPN. Now, I've had some people ask me, so I guess some people still don't have ESPN, and asked me to live stream it on either Reds Country or Sports with Strawberry Ice, the Facebook page. I might do that. The problem is I tend to get loud, and if I just focus it on the TV, you guys might hear me screaming and yelling. So I'm not sure you guys want all that, and I'm not very good at being quiet, especially when I'm watching my favorite baseball team. All right, injuries. The Reds have no key players missing from the lineup, but Archie Bradley has not pitched since September 20th. Bell says he has soreness. Now, Bradley has been available since Friday, but he did not pitch. Now, take that for what you want. It's soreness. He probably could have pitched. they didn't really need him. So I think they're just giving the extra rest and getting ready for the playoffs. What's this? Let's see here. What we got? I thought the wild card was best of 3. No, it's a best of 5. It's a best of 5, and you got to win 3. 3 out of 5. It's like it used to. That's this year. They've changed it. This year's playoffs is completely different than any other. That's what the Twins game said. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. The Twins game said it's best of 3. I thought it was a best of 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Everything I've seen, it's been a best of 5. So what do I know? I'm supposed to know. I got a show, but as far as I know, it's a best of 5. Now the Braves injuries. Acuna was scratched from Sunday's lineup because of a sore left wrist. Now this is interesting because this is the same wrist that sidelined him for 2 weeks in August. But the Braves are confident that he'll be, back and good to go starting tomorrow. We'll find out. That could be a big loss. It could be nothing. It could be something. But if you look at the Braves, or not the Braves, but the Twins game today, not Donaldson. What is the guy? The third baseman that played for Twins. He hurt his calf playing the Reds this weekend. Why can't I think of his name? Anyway, he's out. He's not even playing today, and he hurt himself in the last series for the versus the Reds. I'll think of his name later. I should have wrote it down, but I just thought of it while I was talking to you guys, and I can't remember. I don't like them playing early. People work for crying out. Should do some prime time. Yeah, well, I mean, Jeremy, when you got this many teams, it's hard to go. Best out of 3. All right, maybe you guys are right. Maybe it is best out of 3. What do I know? Like I said, I thought for sure they said best out of 5, but you know what? I will definitely look that up and find out. Now, there's one guy that I know would know and who gives me a lot of my information is Tim Beadle. So Beadle, if you're watching, is it best of 3 or best of 5 in the first round of this year's playoffs? All right, now who's hot for the Reds? Shogo. Since he's gotten hot and he's been placed at the top of the lineup, this offense has been way better. Now, Shogo overcame a rough start. To lead the team in September batting average with a .317 and an OPS of .456. Now, Mike Moustakas has been going through big time. 3 home runs, 5 doubles, and 9 RBIs over his last 8 games. Now, Votto. Now, okay, I'm going to get to this because for the first month, I kept complaining about David Bell, that he has to do something. He has to try to change something because it's such a short season because we were just going up 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out. We weren't getting at bats. We weren't getting deep into counts. We weren't doing anything, like that. Well, I said, you got to do something. So he benched Votto. Now, since he benched Votto for 3 games, Votto has hit 8 home runs in 29 games, and the Reds didn't take off immediately, but they got offensively. Look, started getting better. Shogo started coming around. They put him in the leadoff spot. September hit, and this offense started rolling. Because, like, right now, what did Votto say after they clinched the playoff spot? We're an effing nightmare. Dude, seriously, we can be very scary. And like I said, we're still relying too much on the home run, but there are runners on base when we are making these home runs. All right, everybody's telling me it's best of 3. So there you go. All right, then the wild card best of 3. So I believe you guys. So then we just got to win all 3 of these, and we're good. So yeah, like I said, what do I know? I said I don't know where I got best of 5 if it's best of 3. So anyway, win 3. You got Bauer, you got Castillo, and you got Gray. There's your 3 wins. Okay, hold on. My wife has chimed in here. I said she looked it up, and yes, just looked it up. Best of 3. All right, best of 3. Win. Probably should have looked that up, but I swore it said best of 5. Anyway, all right, now who's not hot for the Reds? The Wink, who was smoking like 6 weeks ago. He didn't start off great, but then he just took off. But since September, he's only batting a $104. Now, Senzel, you got to kind of give him a break. He's, been in and out of the lineup all year. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. Everything's going on for him. But, excuse me, since coming off the IL, he has 1 for his last 25, 0.80 for batting average. And Cablastos, Nick Castellanos, he's only batting 185 over the last month, which I'm not that concerned about that because he's still a Mr. Double-Double and he's still hitting home runs. So I'm not as worried about him as maybe I should be. But, we'll see. Yep. Best of 3. Yep. Win 2. Got it. Yep. Everybody up. I got it. I was wrong. Yep. Win 2. I got you. Yeah. Well, you're doing a sports show. You should look up the facts before you say something. Anyway. So, we'll win tomorrow. We'll win the next one. It's over. So, I think the Reds got a good shot at that. Now, who's not hot for the Braves? Who is hot for the Braves? Like I said, the guy who I think probably will be the NL MVP is Freddie Freeman. He produced a 1.246 OPS, and Ozuna is producing at a 1.23 or 238 OPS during the regular season's final month. Who's not hot? This guy who I wish the Reds hadn't traded. I never really understood why they got rid of him. I mean, we're okay without him. But it's a Braves outfielder, Adam Duvall. Now, he's hit 11 home runs in September, but he only has a 529 OPS over his final 10 games. So it's an even matchup. I mean, I think the Reds take it. Like I said, you got the pitching staff. The bullpens are similar, but offensively, the way the Reds are playing offensively, I don't think anybody can beat us if we keep hitting like we're hitting. That's, that's the biggest thing. We got to make sure. Oh, wait, here's Beetle. Yeah, this is the conversation we have all the time. See, I'm trying to get Tim to come on the show with me. How great a manager is David Bell? Well, he managed the team to a playoffs for 2 months. Good job. He's awesome. Oh, yeah, I was all over because I was very irritated. This team should have started off better. They didn't start off very good last year. They didn't start off very good this year. They turned a switch in September, and they started playing better. Did David Bell have anything to do with it? I hope he did. I don't know. But I do think once he was able to step up and bench the most seasoned Red, the guy who's been here the longest for 3 games, Joey Votto, I think that kind of woke everybody else up. I really do. So I think that was honestly the key move to the season. So I think David Bell did a good job as far as that goes. Oh, we got Tim. Reds got Lucas Sims in a trade for 2. I'll take that swap. Yeah, there you go. That was a good swap. I just liked Adam Duvall. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say it was a bad trade. I just liked Adam Duvall. What's your opinion? What's this, Jeremy here? What we got? What's your opinion on Fiance's hating professional sports? Well, luckily my wife is awesome, and she's a football girl, even though she is from Florida and she roots for the Buccaneers. But that's okay. She still likes sports, and she lets me watch sports all the time. And I greatly appreciate it. Do I do a divorce? No, I wouldn't divorce her, dude. I mean, that's up to you. This is not a marriage counsel. Marriage counsel show here at all. All right, now, to me, this is a revenge series for the Reds. Basically just for the Reds fans, because none of the guys on the team were on the team in 1995. Braves, Reds, whatever. But the last time the Reds played the Braves, it was in 1995 in the NL Championship Series where Atlanta swept us and they went on to win the World Series. Reds fans, as far as I go, we never forget. And beginning of that decade, Atlanta was in the Western Division with us, so I couldn't stand Atlanta. I Chipper Jones and Glavine and Maddox and I couldn't stand them. So I still have ill will toward them. I would love to sweep them and be done with this. All right, what we got here? Patrick. Sorry, didn't mean to start. No problem, dude. Hey, you're right. You guys are right. I messed up. Hey, if I was wrong, that's fine. No big deal. And like I said, it's the first time they've done 16 teams in a playoff. Now, I have a question for you guys that everybody's out there watching. Do you guys like the 16-team format? Do you like the DH? Do you want, you want to go back to the way it was? Do you want 14 teams? Like, how do you guys feel about it? I mean, I personally think 16 teams is a bit much. I do like them having more teams in. I think 14 teams is a good amount. And I'll tell you this, I used to hate the DH. I mean, I'm still not a huge fan of it, but Major League Baseball is the only professional sport that has a different rule for two different leagues. And the DH is not going away. So everybody who wants it to go away, it's not going to. The Players Association will never let it go away because it's an extra job for their players, so that's not going to happen. So me personally, I'd rather it just stay in the National League and the American League just so we all have the same playing field. I mean, we're not, National League plays the American League now. American League plays the National League now. Back when I was a kid, only time you ever played the American League was in the World Series. So things change, times change. I think that it's good to let them change with the time to try to get some of the younger viewers in. Dang on it. Wrong one. Here. Let's see, Tim. The only way they should keep is 16 teams if you expand it to 32 teams in the NFL. And yeah, you mean 32 teams overall in the MLB. So what about 14? That's what I'm saying. I think I like the 14 teams. I would go with that. Yeah, Patrick, you like the 14? Say, yeah, 14. I think 14 is a good number. I understand this year, 2 months and everything going on. It's crazy. So they had to do. Well, if they would have got their heads out of their butt and came back sooner, it might have helped. Okay, Craig, I'm okay with the new playoff format, but I hate the DH. I don't like the DH, but I just think it's better to have everybody doing the same rules, You go to the American League Park, then you got the DH, then they come here, then you don't. So it's just, I don't know. I would just rather them have one uniform rules for every team both leagues, because like I said, it's not like we don't play the American League anymore. It kind of made a little bit of sense when the National League played the National League and American League played the American League, and we never crossed over. But now we play them all the time. Like, it's kind of funny. When we start playing the Braves tomorrow, that'll be the first time the Reds have played the Braves this year, because we were just playing the NL Central and the AL Central. So that's going to be an interesting thing for the playoffs. They're going to be facing teams that they've never played. So that's going to be an interesting thing going into this playoff run, because normally you've played everybody at least once. So that's going to just be a unique thing that's going on with this playoff. There's so many unique and different things going on with this baseball season and the playoffs and everything. But one thing I got to say, I know this is Tuesday and my Zika week is Friday, but I got a pretty good idea of who I'm going to name my Zika week. But anyway, I'm going to talk about him now. It's Buster Olney. He's on ESPN. And at the beginning of the year, or 2 months ago, when they started baseball back, they asked him, what do you think the chances are of them starting the season and completing it? And he gave him a 10% chance of starting the season, and he gave him a 0% chance for completing it. Hey, Buster, regular season's over, dude. We're in the playoffs. And they're not in a bubble, they're not in a bubble yet. I thought all the playoffs are going to be in a bubble, but they're not. The first round is at, we're going to Atlanta tomorrow. It's at different home parks. So another thing I got confused on by so many different, rules and stuff. We got Tim. Hang on a second here. Oh, wait, where'd Tim go? There you go. Remember you up here. And it'll be a keep expanding playoffs regardless, because exactly. I mean, it's all about, and we've had this conversation before. Manfred is all about money, and it's going to make money and more money. There's supposed to be a team with a bye. This year, there was supposed to be a team with a bye. Is that what you're saying, Patrick? Right. That's why I don't like the 16 team. Oh, okay, I got you. All righty. And Jeremy, it's been since 1995 since we won a playoff series. Yes, it has. I'm thinking I may be right. I may be right. Not sure. That's why I'm asking. Yeah. Last time we won a playoff game was 1995. Yes. Well, or excuse me, series. Sorry, series. Yes. Last time we won a playoff series was 1995. And we had a really good team that year. I mean, that you guys remember back to then, 94, 93 wasn't that great, but 94, 95, we had some of our best teams. 94 obviously got ended because of the strike. And 95 was very disappointing. We had a really good pitching staff that year. I still think the three we got this year. I mean, if I remember, we had Rio, Brian was on that team. We picked up David Wells. Oh, we had Pete Shirk, who Don Gullett had got out of scrap heat, and he was, a potential Cy Young Award winner. So we had four really good starting pitchers there. But I don't think those guys, those four combined, were as dominant as Bauer, Castillo, and Gray have been this year. But those are four really good pitchers too. That year, Jeff Brantley was a closer. That year was very disappointing. I thought we'd at least would have won a game in the National League Championship Series, but we got swept. All right, what we got here? The system has no teams with a bye. Yeah, exactly. First round is 3-game series. Better not have a bad game, right? And that's the good thing about our pitching staff. Our pitching staff is going to keep us in these games. I mean, it's going to keep us in these games. Which our pitching staff has kept us in all of these games. I mean, that's the one consistent thing this team has had this year is our starting pitching staff. Because beginning of the season, we couldn't hit. Our bullpen was messing up. I mean, how many more wins could Gray, Castillo? I mean, how many times did Luis not have any run support? How many more wins could these guys have gotten if our offense was anywhere close to what it is right now? So, yeah, I mean, our pitching staff is huge, and that's going to really help us in the playoffs and moving forward. Didn't we beat the Dodgers in the playoffs? Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think we swept the Dodgers, and then we got swept by the Braves. I think. I can't remember if I'm right or not, but yeah, we beat the Dodgers, and then we got swept by the Braves. So, which, could be the opposite this year. I don't know who I've looked, but I can't even remember who potentially play in the second round of the playoffs. Like I said, there's so much sports going on. It's hard to keep it all, keep track of all of it. I already answered that one. So anyway, all right, guys, I have enjoyed this. It's fun. I enjoy doing this show. I hope you guys do. Tell all your friends about me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm up to 648 subscribers. If you guys are watching it on Facebook, on my Sports Strawberry Ice page, or on Reds Country, you give me views, which is awesome. But if you guys could go to the YouTube channel and just subscribe, give me more subscribers, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate that a lot. It helps me out. Let's see here. Landon, what do you got? I think the Reds starting pitching is 7th place in the playoff teams this year. Oh, no, I posted. Well, that was the thing I posted on Reds Country and Sports Strawberry. Somebody picked the Reds, 7th place as far as, the starting pitching staff. I got it on here. Hang on a second. Let me bring it up real quick. Where is it? I know I had it on here. I just posted it right before it went on the air. I know this is great TV. Me watching me flip through my phone. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, they got. Let's see here. They got the Rays number 1, Indians number 2, Dodgers 3, Twins 4, Padres 5, Yankees 6, Reds 7, White Sox 8. Which, I mean, the White Sox, before we went on the air, their pitcher was pitching a no-hitter in the playoffs, so that's pretty good. And they got the Cubs and the A's as 9 and 10. So I think we should be higher, but honestly, I haven't seen the other teams play that much. So we'll see. What you got here, Jeremy? Yeah, no room for error. You are right. Just let's see here. You got a comment. I click on one. Okay, I think the Reds. I already did that one. Sorry. This is what I meant. Yeah, I saw your post. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with that? No, I don't agree. I think the Reds should be higher, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, honestly, who cares? They want to sleep on the Reds and they're starting pitching. That's fine. Pick us 7th. We'll shut the door on you. I think it's great. So anyway, I'd like to invite you guys to join the Facebook groups that I help run. They are Reds Country, Bengals Nation, Bearcats Country, and Cyclones Country. And like I said, follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm going to rip the sound off this for a podcast today. If you want to listen to a podcast, give me a 5-star review. Like I said, I'm up to 648 subscribers. That's awesome. Try to get 700 as fast as I can. So tell everybody about me. Getting our question. I'm trying to get all the questions in here. Let's see. Jen, also shout out to yeah. That's my wife. She's a Tampa Bay fan. The Lightning won the Stanley Cup. Yes. But remember last year, the Columbus Blue Jackets swept you. Anyway, that was last year. And he came back and beat the Blue Jackets this year. Whatever. Anyway, I think that's a good one to end it on. my wife talking crap to me on my own show. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends about me. 648 subscribers. Try to get that up to 700 as fast as we can. I appreciate all the comments. I try to answer every single one of them. It's great. I appreciate you guys. This is fun. Other than that, I got to get my comment or my banner here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wrong one. All right. Live show here. Other than that, that's just sports, baby.